Okay, where the hell are we, though? Is this hell? Is this purgatory? Is this Ohio? Definitely Ohio. There are, like, dragons everywhere. And tornadoes. There's the Erd tree in the distance. Where are we? Oh. 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 Crumbling Faramazula. What is this place? Why am I here? I'm gonna assume I can't teleport out of here until I find a grace. Great. Faramazula. This actually looks like one of the places I was thinking of that you see in the loading screens sometimes. It has the same kind of crumbly, floaty look. What are these? Ow. Oh, God. Okay, they're tough. They're like a zombie beast, zombie beastkin, or zombie demi-humans. I forget which ones they are. I remember Mizo told me last time she was here. I think it's demi-humans. They're like zombie demi-humans, demi-zombies. Okay, yeah, these they don't actually react until you make yourself known to them. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh. Interesting. Aha. Oh. Okay, watch out for pots on the ground. They will make things angry. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so we've, crumbling beast grave. So we spawn in up here, and we're trying to make our way all around, I'm assuming, to here where our boss is. Okay, last. Did you figure out where that L is? Because Crumbling Farm Azul is definitely the thing I'm supposed to do next. Follow the river west. I hate to tell you, this is a waterfall, and this is all a cliff. Literally all of it is a cliff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you need the Livestream medallion. Cannot travel to... What? Am I actually stuck here, or does it just need me to sit down first? Let me shirk my responsibilities. Okay. Yeah, just want me to sit down. You need to go to the Lift of Rold and take it to the second place it goes. Apparently, the Consecrated Snowfield and the Hailing Tree are both there. Hello, map. Why does this look familiar? Ow. Tart, please. Hello? Oh. That's what that is. There's a mausoleum up here. Oh, there's just lightning. This mausoleum must hate it up here. I'll at least give you a foot scrub. Ow. I don't think it likes my foot scrub. Ow. Is that it? No, it was not. thing's weird. Uh-oh. Okay, where else do you have? There. There's a bunch. You happy yet? Ow! Okay, it's done. Please don't throw me off the cliff, because I know you like to do that. Okay. You went back to sleep. Why is there so much lightning? I need to see what the fire giant is. There's really not that many things that I want to, like, duplicate. Okay, well, this will stay here. Okay. Oh yeah, I burned down the tree. I think their dialogue is ended.
You'd force this tired old crone to work, even now.
Red giant? Oh, a whip. A fire whip. Infernal flame incantation. Yeah, I'll take a fire whip, especially one that I can use, actually. Sure.
Now, do what you...
So I'm pretty sure at this point I could go back to the throne and... Oh, hello. I'm pretty sure I could go back to the throne and, beat the game?
Take a look around. The round table hold is burned. Razed to the ground.
It's still standing.
Don't worry. I don't blame you. I'll continue spirit tuning just the same as before, which is why I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so rooted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the round table behind him.
Master Hugh. Okay, I guess there are cinders everywhere. Is this thing in the tree?
I knew you'd be back. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Okay. Somber ancient... Oh, I guess I'm probably going to find one of these in whatever the place is called. Okay, they're tied now. That's probably a pretty good boost. This... I should probably upgrade this. Yeah, that'll be a good boost for Scarlet Rot. Okay,
Weren't you listening? As I've always said, you came to challenge the demigods and their god, to slay them. And as As long as you do, I will always smith your weapons. It is what I wish. To smith a weapon for you to slay a god.
How about 2 of them? Okay. Fia? Okay. I wonder how Gideon feels about it. Yeah, that other guy already got out. Gideon? This way?
You burned the Earth Tree, didn't you? Then the Round Table is soon to follow. Ah, no need to fret about that. The Round Table holds serve to put a tarnish upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Earth Tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the Round Table must go as well. I'll stay at the Round Table for a time. I must learn all that can be taken from this place and sear it into my memory. How could I call myself the All-Knowing if I did any less?
The all-knowing.
There are 4 more. Nicola, his twin, Luna Princess, and Rani is short here. If you should learn, I'll trade your findings. We both as such.
Okay. Yeah, I've already had all that talk. Okay. That guy's dead. I don't need any of this stuff, really. Okay. Castle Soul. Hello, kitty kitty. Okay, you know what? I'm not scared of you anymore. I was scared of you back in the first castle. Okay, you're a little bit scary. Ow, why did it feel like I was attacking slow motion there? Haha, it sucked. Ow. Okay. Well, 2 of them. Ow. I don't like its delay when it jumps like that. Okay. Well. Anyways. That might have been a little bit clumsy, but I'm happy with my performance there. No, I'll be honest, they probably put up exactly as much of a fight as they did in the first castle. I was just a lot more afraid of them back then. Why? There's not actually that many enemies in here, all things considered. 2 tigers, a bunch of slugs. 1 dude, finally. Okay. Exile armor. Hey, it does reach that far. That was max range. That's bad. I'm running out of heals. Excuse me? Sir, you have a gun. Ow. Oh, dear, you do too. I don't like this place. Oh. How is he not there? Oh, hey, a painting. I don't know where that is. Wait, there's a moon behind it. Can't you only see the moon from some certain places? I don't know. Sorcerer painting. Ah! Bad dog. Bad dog. Bad dog. Oh, God. I left the first castle behind. Okay, Gallows. I've also completely lost my orientation in this place. So, okay, here's the entrance. I've regained my orientation. That's the thing. Not that many have. Those birds have basically been in this castle, in the first castle, and I think maybe one other fort somewhere. What the? Okay. Where's that coming from? You. Huh. You're a little bit bigger. Uh-oh. Ow! Okay. You know, I'll consider that dealt with. I'm out of heals. Oh, he came back. There's a grace in here. I saw the sparkles. Haha! Jerk! I accomplished my goals. Ugh. That was a Nila level dash. Don't make League of Legends jokes at me. I haven't played League in like 2 months. I should play League again. I'm waiting until... I think I'm gonna wait until Season 13, because it feels like Jungle's gonna be fun. I definitely don't need a 12. See, that's why you pop the balloons. They give you really good runes. Oh, that does still give me 3. Okay. Soft cap must be 50 then. Or wait, 55? What did Meso say? Ah, church. O great sun, frigid sun of soul, surrender yourself to the eclipse. Grant life to the soulless bones. This is like a super, super high, high rarity item. Eclipse Shotel? Okay. I was not expecting it to be a weapon. Ooh. Storied sword and treasure of Castle Soul that depicts an eclipsed sun drained of color. Hey, dude. One of the legendary armaments. And soul side of an eclipse inspires a dreadful awe, preventing an onlooker from averting his gaze. Unique skill, Death Flare. Set the lustreless sun ablaze with the Prince of Death's flames and flame. Excuse me, sir. I knew I was being killed. I just wanted him to hold off on the killing blow until I was done reading. I saw the guy running up to me. I said, I said something like, "Oh, hello there." I didn't care. I was reading. I don't care what he does. I just wanted to finish. Now I'm sad because I couldn't. And also I probably can't kill that guy. I'm not skilled enough. Ahem! Inflicting the death ailment upon foes. Oh. Follow up with an additional input to bring down the armament, triggering an explosion. 30 faith. Not bad. That's probably pretty cool, all things considered. If you could do the Eclipse Shotel with the wing of Estelle or Astel, that'd probably be pretty cool. One of the legendary armaments. The only other thing I've ever seen described as a legendary armament is the grafted greatsword. I don't recall anything else being called a legendary armament. Ow! Okay. Oh, jeez! Nothing personal, kid! God! Don't do that to me! Just fuck that dude up. Ooh, Cerulean Amber +2. Or +1. Number 2. Okay. Probably the entire purpose of this way. I can't not break tables, it's a problem. Okay, you know what? It's fine. That guy can stay out there. Oh, hello, rats. Why are the rats worse than the guy with the 2 swords? If anybody says anything about dual wielding not being an effective form of combat, I will hurt you. Hello. Oh. Wait, why was that guy? There's that guy up there. This is the only way to... This is the entrance again. I'm not done. I need to get up here. I need to get to the very top part of it. At least I assume so. It's at the top right of the mountaintop of giants. Oh, this is the wrong way then. Well, unless I go up this way. Wait, I didn't go in here. Where's this? Hey, buddy. Oh. Okay. Well, this is a problem. This is like a really big problem. Okay. Scythes are sweeping weapons! Jerks. You know, dude, it's not your fault. Your existence is kind of pain. You know, actually, it's probably better to free you from it. There's another one. Uh-oh. Okay, kid, it is personal, I swear. Oh, what? What is your problem? Okay, that guy sucks. You just chain him to death. That guy has a shield. I don't like shields. Which is odd, because in previous Soulsborne, scythes were specifically designed to get around shields, like they did extra... they didn't do extra damage through shields, but they did, like, more damage through shields than other things, because they curved. Same with Chotels. I'll be honest, I saw a PvP video. I think shields are the best weapon. Oh, I went around that way first. Gotcha. I was confused. What the? Okay. Okay, well, I killed that one. Can you be done eating my face now? Okay. This one room is pain. Let me out. Now, does that not spawn them? Or does it just make it so that they don't automatically know I'm here? Okay, it looks like it might not spawn them. Okay, what the? That's not fair how cool that is. Why can't I do that with 2 swords? Oh, this guy. Okay. You know what? That's fair. Okay, what are you doing? Okay. Okay. You teleported into the middle of my spinning ring. Oh, hey, boss. Goodbye. Where does this go? This is the slug room. And this is the entrance. I don't know if that's better. I think running through that room would be better. Right? Whoops. Let me go here and just try running through the room. I feel like that might be more... Well, it's definitely more dangerous because something will aggro to me, but, like, I feel like it'll be way faster. Because instead of running all that way down and waiting for the elevator and everything, I just run through here. Up here. Ignore that guy. Go past that guy. Go past these guys. Yeah, they all have to draw their weapons. I don't think... They can teleport to me. I don't think that matters. Commander Nail. Nile? Oh, no. Okay, screw this. You've chosen death. Ow. What are you doing? Ow, okay. You think you're real cool, huh? Don't you guys? Okay, my mimic's in trouble. That's how annoying these guys are. Ow, I got frostbite. Oh my god. Hey, this guy's like a super upgraded version of the one guy we fought in, Caelid. Oh, and he also doesn't have a stake of Marika. I still think that running through that room is easier. You wanna play Summoner? Play Summoner. Okay. He's probably gonna summon more, but... Oh, okay. Oh, the AoEs are annoying. Ow. Why? Okay, that gap close is actually horrifying. I do like that bosses are starting to kill my Mimic. My Mimic is not all-encompassing. It's still ridiculously OP, but like... Okay. Thank you, Mimic. Veteran's Prosthesis. God, that guy sucked. And by sucked, I don't mean it was like bad. I mean like it sucked to fight him. Still getting 5 every 2 levels. Okay, what's that veteran's prosthesis? It was an axe. Right, wasn't it? Oh, fist. Okay. Bladed prosthetic leg? Enwreathed with the power of lightning. Instead attached to the fist. Okay. Commander Nile, veteran of Castle Soul, offered this prosthesis in exchange for the lives of defeated knights held prisoner. He went on to lead these men as an army of no nation. Storm kick. Thrust the prosthetic leg blade into the ground, creating a storm. Follow up with a strong attack to perform a lightning-infused jumping attack. Okay. Sure. I'll be honest, I wish it stayed a leg weapon. That would be funny. Lord Mikola, forgive me. The sun has not been swallowed, our prayers were lacking. Your comrade remains soulless. I will never set my eyes upon it now, your divine Halig tree. There you go. I can now go to the Halig tree. Let's see what Sir Gideon Lofnir has to say about that. Ah, my neck. I wonder if going to a chiropractor would change my life. Because I crack my neck constantly.
The pursuit of knowledge is without end. For knowledge is never a thing complete. Thus, I maintain the mantle of all-knowing. Perhaps the same could be said of guidance. Who's to say whether we'll remain who we are once the fight is finished? What do you think? As one who aspires to become Elden Lord?
I aspire to marry Ronnie. That's about it. For someone who's the all-knowing, he sure doesn't know about my motivations in the slightest. What in the world is a Halig tree? Like, I know the Erd tree. The Erd tree is the Erd tree. But what's a Halig tree? Hoist secret medallion. Aha. I love how I can somehow tell what medallion it is. I guess it is magic, but... Oh, this one does go up. Interesting. Okay. Hidden path to the Halig tree. Oh, yep, I'm coming up here. Oh, there's my path. The beast eye quivers? Uh-oh. Do you have a death root? What? How do I wear that? What? That's blood flame. Huh, that's a octopus. That's an octopus with a lot of health. Okay. Oh, I had cerulean tears. Oh. Oh well. I'm gonna touch that one. I'm not gonna sit at it yet. Because that's the way out, it looks like. I want my death root. Hello. Jerk. Homing stone, huh. Where's my death root? I wanted it. Is he down in that water? underground tomb ahead. You think? Okay, well, I guess this way. That's spooky. I'm gonna sit down. Hey, consecrated snowfield. This place is a nightmare. How can I find anything in here? I'm supposed to find a teleport gate somewhere out here. Okay. I can see the faintest impression of what's kind of a path. Huh. I don't know what that was. Ow. Huh. That's not the best. Oh, wait. Right there. Go. Sure. Ow. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, we're starting to get out of the consecrated snowfield. Ah. Okay, consecrated snowfield. I'm assuming that's the Halig tree. Oh, an L. That's the worst L I've ever seen. Here? I'll head towards it. It's the only thing out here as far as I can tell. Ordina Liturgical Town. Okay. Spectral animals are fine. What's up with this wall? Is it... What? Okay. What in the world is going on here? There's some kind of optical illusion on that, like, material. It looks like marble. But it also looks just like smoke. Is it shifting? I can't tell. It looks like it's moving. Okay, yeah, it's definitely moving a little bit. What is that? I think it's moving. Oh. It's an Everjail. Light the 4 figures in the Everjail. Okay. I'm assuming that's to drop the walls. Okay. Light the 4 figures. Oh, is everything going to be alive in here instead of ghosts? Oh, okay, I'm already lost. Okay. Why is there an assassin in here? There. That's the only one that I actually saw. Oh, I heard you. Yeah, that's the only one I actually remember. Why am I playing hide and seek with an invisible assassin? Oh, I saw the footsteps on the... Okay, I can see their footsteps on snow. That helps, I think. Why is this entire town in Everjail? Why is this entire town in Everjail for at least 2 assassins? Oh. Oh. I saw that. Oh. This is bad. Taking weird paths over stuff will hopefully help them not catch up to me. That's bad. Oop. 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 Can't ride torrent. Oh, I can probably make that. Assassin, leave me alone for a little bit. I'm platforming. Aha! Can't get me up here. Okay, so where would there be more statues? Because there's that one. Up there? On top of... How do I get on top of stuff? This must be what hell is like. Light 4 statues, they say. Only one exists. The assassin will be with you shortly. Oh. You're running around. It's not the best assassin. He isn't even using the sneak spell. Okay, wait, then I have to get on this. Whoop. Okay. Magic. Great. Lovely. Oh, what the... Oh! Why did that suddenly do so much damage? Okay, well, I guess I'm on the right track. Okay, there's another one up there. What? This place is wild. Okay. I definitely know where one thing is. And then I have a strong lead on a second. I think that one is on the ground, and then the other 3 are on rooftops. Can I grab my... Okay, I can grab them from out here. So, my 50,000 runes aren't in danger. Now the question is, do they stay lit after I get them? Oh, what? Is that a thing I light? I'll be honest, I can't tell. There's one up there, and then probably one up there. I see. Oh wait, there's a ladder here. There's also a ladder here. This is the worst place. It's like a town from Assassin's Creed. I don't say that just because there are assassins everywhere. Okay, there's the one in, like, the town square, and then there's 3 on rooftops. And I can't use torrent. And assassins want to murder me. And mages with bows want to murder me. Is that one lit? It looks like it is. Oh. Okay, yeah, they're lit. Okay, sweet. Oh, no, 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 God, God. Why? Let me out! These guys are jerks. Okay, there's a ladder right over here. Okay, this is... Well, this is definitely one. That's probably not one, because that doesn't look like that. But let's make our way over to this one. I think on... Ow! Why? Okay, well, there's 2 of 3. Or 2 of 4. I don't... At least they're lit now. I just... In that case, where's the 4th one? I'll be honest, this is probably the most fun I've ever had in an Everjail. Those guys seem like ridiculously strong. And also, why didn't they show up the entire time I was climbing this? They only showed up once I went down this way. Maybe there's certain areas that trigger them? Okay, let's see if there's anything up here. Because in theory, I'd have to walk right by one. Maybe there's certain paths I'm not supposed to take, or else they spawn and kill me? Okay, well this is another one of these. That's the only thing I can think of. So, I guess... Okay, if I wanted to get... Why is it always death? If I wanted to get to here, to climb up this, I would have to go from that. Or across from here. Oh, if I climb up here and go across that way, I might not trigger them. That's an idea. Oh. Please let me up. Okay. Why? I just don't want to lose in my mind where I'm supposed to go. Oh my god. I'm still... Okay. Right there. I can actually jump on it from up here, I think. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm too fast for the assassins. Oh, God! What? Why? It didn't... What? Okay, so that doesn't mean anything. How come... I wonder if I can hurt them. Which is a wild thing to ask about a Souls game. Does that mean... No, because there's no ghost up there. Hey, last. Don't worry about it. So I got here, finally. And I went all the way up to the city. And this entire city turns into an Everjail that has assassins and magic bowmen trying to kill me while I'm trying to light statues. Because I'm assuming I need to get up to something here that takes me to the Halig Tree. Which I'm assuming is this. While I'm doing this, can you tell me where on this map the teleporter for the Lord of Blood is? Because the Lord of Blood teleporter might be here, for all I know. Because the Lord of Blood and the Halig Tree are the places that the last bosses I need to find are. Oh. By the way, the assassins I was talking about, they're invisible. So occasionally a guy will just appear and stab me. And then I'll go back on my merry way. Ow! Okay, yeah, I can't kill them. I just need to run, I guess. I don't know what that means, last. I haven't seen a Sanguine Noble. Okay, yeah, send me a picture. At this point, you should know I'm an idiot and just send me a map. Okay, as far as I can tell, the ghosts in the walls that are there don't mean anything. Don't give me any modicum of credit. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Why? Can I? I'm trying to think of anything I can do. I actually did better when I went the other way with more bow guys. That one bow guy behind me basically can't miss. And I hate it. I'll be honest, at this point I'm probably just okay with losing 50,000 souls or 50,000 runes, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because I most definitely can't kill them. Ow, okay. Can you not? What does this message say? Thank you. They're just shooting at me constantly. Ow. 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 Okay. Like Zaza. Oh, 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 okay. Oh. Okay, they can't see me. And climb. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. I can't do that. I can't. It's impossible. Okay, don't go that way. That was Trump's game. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Okay. So yeah, this is probably the way to the Halig tree. And I hate that this is the way to the Halig tree, because it makes me worry about what's in the Halig tree. Norton, I don't want to restart my computer right now, I'll be honest. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm abandoning that path. So let me grab my souls, runes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take the long way around and try not to activate some of the bow guys. Because they only activate if you get within a certain distance of them, I'm pretty sure. So if I go this way, this is how I get to one of them. I'm pretty sure that guy on that roof... Oh no, he's still there. But he doesn't see me. But then when I go down on this roof, people... Wait a second. It's all about people seeing me. Nope. How did that happen? Wait. How am I supposed to do that? Ow, why? I couldn't attack again! Okay, that's what I need to do at least. And then I can go up that ladder. Ah, I was out of stamina. Oh, I couldn't do another attack. Which doesn't make sense, because I was out of stamina the attack before, and I was... I don't know. But also, they suck, because if you're standing right next to them, all three of their arrows hit you immediately, and they... I'm pretty sure they one-shot you. Actually, that doesn't make sense, because why would they one-shot... Why would they one-shot you like that if you don't? Okay. I do want to keep these... I do want to keep these rooms. Oh, what? You know, if I had torrents during that sequence, that would be so much easier. I say as if that's news. Okay, sneaking doesn't really help, so I should just sprint. Okay. Now, please tell me that I'm not an idiot and it is actually up here. Okay, it is. Thank you. Interesting, so they only appear on this in the Everjail. Okay, so then the other one is over there. And I haven't plotted out how to get over there yet. if that assassin's around. A good old friend. Okay, now that I know that I can kill you guys. Okay, you know what? You can stay down there. Whoop. Haha. Suck it, nerd. Was that the assassin? Oh god. No. Not again. Oh, there's a ladder over here. Well, that would have been easier. Oh well. God damn, light it. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's done. Okay, that was painful, but that was really fun, actually. I like that. I don't think there are more puzzles like that throughout the game, but that was really fun. It made me feel like I wasn't playing a Soulsborne for a little bit, but, like, not in a bad way, in, like, a kind of, like, refreshing, like, okay, now you get to do this for a while kind of way. Uh-oh. That's bad. Delete that one. Is that good? You happy now, PC? Not really. Oh. Why do I have that one? Delete that. That was on my end. That was my computer complaining that it was running out of memory. Because I forgot I did not delete my last stream or either of the videos that came from my last stream, so that's like 50 gigs. It's like, hey, please free up space in Windows. I look, there's like 300 megabytes left. It's like, oh, that's a problem. Mikola's Halig Tree! Hooray! Oh, these guys. This is wild looking, actually. It's not looking too good, I'll be honest. Okay. Let me go... So that's the first... That's the first, thing of the Halig Tree. And then let me go get the teleport for the Lord of Blood. It's roundabouts there. And then we can end. And then we'll have two good things to start... Well, actually 3 good things to start off with, because I'll have the Halig Tree, Lord of Blood, and the... Whatever Azura. I really wish that they made a real life, like, just version of the Whistle Ring. Well, because... So they did. If you pre-ordered the game, you got a Whistle Ring. But it didn't actually whistle, it was just shaped like it. I want them to make a real version that actually has a whistle. If you blow into it, it makes a whistle sound. It doesn't even need to be the exact same whistle sound as in the game. I just want a wing... Or... I just want a ring that whistles. Oh, hey, Rune Bear. Why? Blood Dog. Hey, Sanguine Noble. Why are you so close to the goddamn bear? Die. NPCs suck at dodging this. You aren't the only one good at inflicting bleed. Imagine how ironic that would be if you guys to bleed. Well, you basically did. That's probably really resistant to bleed, if I had to guess. Let's look at the mask. I actually don't remember which one is good against bleed. Vitality, maybe? I don't know. This place is freaky, like all bleached white with red flowers. It's actually kind of a really cool aesthetic. Oh, wow, that map was very, very accurate. Okay. I'll assume that there's only one teleport gate over here. What are you? Dude, are you? Okay. Okay. Oh god, there's another one. Glass shard. Lord of blood. Here we go. Right, also, even the teleporter is soaked in blood. Like... Aha, that's why I put this on here. The game can't be scared of me anymore. Oh! I feel like I did see this in the distance once. I was like, what's that big red thing over there? Malguin Palace. Where am I? Way the hell over here. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, there's a set of grace. Okay. That is a good place to end. With Palace Approach, Ledge Road. We have... Wait, not Forge of the Giants. We have... Crumbling Beast Grave. And we have the Halig Tree Canopy. So those are 3 points to go off of from now on. Once we're done with all of this, I think we just go back to the Erd Tree and the game is done, basically. Probably a final boss. I have to assume there's a final boss inside the Erd Tree. So yeah, it was fun. Oh, I'm tired. Listen, just because every other Soulsborne has had a final boss doesn't mean that this one has to be. Like, maybe the Fire Giant was the final boss, technically. And then you burn the tree, and then you just go inside, and it's like, hey, you're the Elden Lord now. Right? Okay, anyways. Yeah, so that's going to be it for today. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will see you next time I stream. Bye-bye.